Hellcat only charger. This is more rumors, right?
This comes directly from Tim
No.
Kaniskis. He was talking to Motor Trend at, was it the Detroit Auto Show, whichever one just happened?
Yeah, Detroit's in January.
Yeah, they asked him, same thing everyone's asking him.
Hellcat charger?
When's the HEMI coming to the Charger? And he basically said, what we said was that, frankly, the 5.7 and even really the 6.4 don't make a whole lot of sense. The standard V8's not likely to return. He explained the 5.7 doesn't make a strong performance or business case, which makes sense. I agree. The standard output Hurricane already outperforms it across the board. If V8 returns, and this is what he said, it would only make sense at the Hellcat level. That's the part that he said, which now everyone's saying like, whoa, Hellcat Charger coming. He's like, no. He said, if they did it, the only one that makes sense is the Hellcat.
But still. Replace the aluminum straight six with an iron block Hellcat engine. You're putting this thing from 4,800 pounds to like 5,000 even.
This car already weighs over 500 pounds more than the outgoing one, with an engine that's 170 pounds lighter than the outgoing one.
Right. So if you throw the Hellcat in this, but then would it be all-wheel drive?
The Hellcat's probably
250?
another 200 pounds, yeah. But yeah, this engine bay was designed for that inline six, which is a long engine, but it's a narrow engine. That Hellcat is wide. V8 is pretty wide.
I mean, the whole car is wide, though. They've got to have room.
Yeah, but I mean, if you don't design it from the beginning, anticipating putting a big old fat iron block V8 in there, it's a car that has to make a lot of compromises. Mm-hmm. I'm conflicted. I want the HEMI to return. I don't want me saying this to sound like I don't want the HEMI to come back. I would love it if it looked like this and it sounded like it was supposed to. That's the big thing, is you see these things on the road with the 6-cylinder, and the sound you're hearing, it's this weird, it's like seeing a big scary dog, but it sounds like a chihuahua. Like it just
or even something a little bit bigger than a chihuahua, because the straight six doesn't sound bad. It just does. It's just not a V8.
It just doesn't match. Yeah. The voice doesn't match the body. At the same token, the V8 also didn't make a ton of sense in the Ram either, but those are selling really well.
Yeah. I don't know.
The problem is, though, muscle cars definitionally are a one-trick pony. They're quick in a straight line. They look good, right?
That's 2 tricks.
Yeah, I mean, they have to be at least quick in a straight line. That's the joke. It's like, yeah, they're quick in a straight line, but the first time you like go put it around the corner or whatever. And then the Challenger doubled down on that. It was the fastest car in the world for a little while.
Quickest car,
yeah. The problem is, if you're a one-trick pony, you have to actually be good at that one trick. Putting the 5.7 in here with 370 horsepower in a car that weighs 500 pounds more, with an engine that weighs 200 pounds more, you'll have a better 0 to 60 in something like a $30,000 Hyundai Elantra.
Yeah, the Elantra N would beat this with the 5.7, I'm sure.
It would be.
And 370 horsepower is a lot of horsepower, but that's a lot of freaking car.
But if it kept all-wheel drive, that might help it a little bit. It's not really traction limited, though.
It's not. It's the weight.
Designing a whole new engine is just not.
I don't think that's
what.
Especially not one that could be rendered obsolete by the next administration and had to change in the law
before they even got it into anything.
Which is what the problem was with the electric.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened, is that before they even got it really into production, it was rendered obsolete by changes in political climate.
Yeah.
And, public interest died in EVs in 2024.